Hello, I am Silas. If you have found this letter tonight, I believe it is because you have been asking God a question that feels too painful to say out loud. Why am I still alone? You have watched others find love while you remain in the quiet. You have prayed, you have waited, you have worked on yourself, and still the answer has been silence. And somewhere in that silence, a lie has started to whisper. It tells you that you are being punished, that you are not enough, that God has forgotten you. But what if I told you that your singleness is not evidence of God's neglect? What if it is proof of His fierce protection? The world will tell you that being single means you are missing out, that you are losing time, that something's wrong with you. But the world measures worth by who is standing next to you, not who you are becoming. And God does not measure you that way. He is not withholding love from you. He is withholding disaster. There is someone you did not meet, someone who seemed good on the surface but carried brokenness they never healed from, someone who would have asked you to shrink so they could feel bigger, someone who would have loved you just enough to keep you, but not enough to cherish you, someone who would have pulled you away from your purpose because they were running from theirs. God saw that person before they ever entered your story, and He closed the door. You did not see it because you were not supposed to. You were not supposed to carry the weight of knowing what you were spared from. That is not your burden to hold. Your job was to trust. And I know trust feels impossible when your arms are empty and your heart is tired. But trust is not about understanding. It is about surrendering the need to. Think about Ruth. She lost her husband. She lost her future. She was a widow in a foreign land with no prospects and no plan. Everything she thought her life would be had collapsed. And yet she did not know that her greatest love story was still ahead of her. She did not know that Boaz was coming. She could not see that her loss was setting her up for a legacy. All she could do was keep walking, keep gleaning, keep choosing faithfulness in the field, even when the harvest seemed far away. That is where you are right now, in the field, and it feels like nothing's happening. But God is orchestrating something you cannot see yet. He is removing the wrong people so the right one has room to find you. He is teaching you how to stand alone so you do not fall apart when someone finally stands beside you. He is building your identity on something stronger than a relationship status. And that work, as quiet and as lonely as it feels, is sacred. Because here is what most people will not tell you. A man who is sent by God does not make you question your value. He does not play games with your heart. He does not leave you in confusion. A godly man pursues with intention. He does not waste your time because he understands that your time is a gift, not a guarantee. He does not need you to beg for clarity because he offers it freely. And if a man is not doing that, he is not your assignment. He is your distraction. God knows the difference. And He loves you too much to let you settle for distraction when He has already set aside devotion. So when that person walked away, or when that door closed, or when that situationship fell apart, it was not rejection. It was redirection. God was not saying you are not worthy of love. He was saying you are too worthy for that love. You may not feel protected right now. You may feel forgotten, overlooked, left behind, but protection does not always look like comfort. Sometimes it looks like a no. Sometimes it looks like a delay. Sometimes it looks like a season of isolation that forces you to confront the parts of yourself you have been avoiding. And in that confrontation, you discover something powerful. You discover that you are whole without someone else completing you. That is the truth the enemy does not want you to know. Because a woman who knows she is whole is a woman who cannot be manipulated by loneliness. She cannot be rushed into something beneath her. She cannot be convinced that any attention is better than no attention. She waits, not because she's desperate, but because she's discerning, and God is raising you to be discerning. He is teaching you to recognize the difference between a man who wants you and a man who values you, between someone who fits into your life and someone who enhances it, between a relationship that feels good and a covenant that honors God. That discernment is not built in a crowd, it is built in the stillness. And that is why you are still here, still single, still waiting, because you are not being punished, you are being prepared. Prepared for a love that does not drain you. Prepared for a man who leads you closer to God, not further from Him. Prepared for a partnership that feels like peace, not chaos. And preparation takes time. It takes pruning. It takes the removal of everything that does not belong. So no, you are not too much. You are not too broken. You are not too late. You are right on time for what God has planned. And the fact that He is protecting you from what you cannot see means He is also preparing something you cannot see yet. Something better. Something worth the wait. Do not let the enemy convince you that your singleness is a curse. It is a covering. And one day, when the right person arrives, you will look back on this season and understand why every wrong door had to close, why every almost had to fall apart, why God said no so many times, because He was saving yes for something and someone who would not cost you your peace. You are seen, you are protected, and you are exactly where you need to be. Sincerely, Silas.